Hello, Flosstube. My name is Denise, and this is my Flosstube channel, Black Ribbon Stitch Studio, which is all about cross stitch and crafting. You may have seen, I don't know if I could do this. Hello, Flosstube. My name is Denise, and this is Black Ribbon Stitch Studio, my Flosstube channel about counted cross stitch and crafts. And I am really happy to be here today. Today is Saturday, November 25th, 2 days after Thanksgiving, 1 day after Black Friday. Tell me in the comments if you shopped for Black Friday, how that went, and what was the best deal that you got. I did not shop purposely. I was very tempted by a lot of different things, but I kept my cool, and I didn't shop because there's just a lot of stuff going on. But anyway, let's see. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram as well as Black Ribbon Stitch Studio. I'd love to see you there. I hope that everyone had a great Thanksgiving and that it turned out the way that you wanted it to. We had a last minute change of plans, and even though that occurred, we still had a really, really nice Thanksgiving. I want to thank you all for tuning in and watching my Flosstube Extra that I posted, I think it was 2 weeks ago, where I did a little mini stash dive and chose a new start, and I will be revealing that just here in a little while. I managed to take down the Halloween decor. I don't have any Christmas decor up yet. I hope I can get to that by next week. So let me know, did you put your tree up? I've been planning to put my tree up since Halloween, and it just has not happened. So let me know. I want to share with you a finish that I found. I had given this to my granddaughter Maya several years ago because she saw it and immediately wanted it. So it's been in her possession all these years, although it hasn't been out on display or anything like that. And I think they were going through some things and decided that they would return this to me. So I'm going to share it with you. I'm kind of proud of it. I completed this like years ago, guys. I don't even know what year. I mounted it on this board. I painted the board black and mounted it. I think for someone who just really never considers, I never considered that I have experience in finishing. So I think it is a pretty good job. This is a pattern by Mary Englebright, and it's from one of her books, one of her cross-stitch books. I'm not sure exactly which one, but I'm going to display this. I'm going to display this either on or near my welcome wall. I think that makes a lot of sense. There's no place like home. I really like this a lot. So there is a previous finish that I found. And before we continue, I do just want to take a moment to thank you all for watching and subscribing and sharing my videos. If you're new here and you are a new subscriber, thank you so much. If you're a new viewer, please do consider subscribing. And for all of you that are returning, thank you so much for coming back to hang out with me. I have a link down in my description box to buy me a coffee if you care to do so. I use the proceeds for Buy Me a Coffee to help with shipping so that I can continue to do giveaways. I'm not sure if I said that or not. Let's see. We really enjoy questions and comments on this channel. So I like to go through a few of them at the beginning of the video so that we can all be caught up on what everyone in this little community is up to. So I talked about, now in my last regular Flosstube video, number 82, I talked about my secondary rotation, and it was quite concerning to me that my whips and my rotation had morphed into this secondary rotation type situation, and it didn't seem unusual to most of you. So that makes me feel a lot better about it. But I have to say, I think that I am coming down to, I'm winding down that secondary rotation, and you'll see that as well as I go through my whips in a minute. So thank you for that. Thank you for those comments. Candy, the 614 Stitcher. Hi, Candy. Recently started crocheting, and I'm very, very interested in watching her progress and very open to giving her any hints and tips as she goes along. And she just wanted to know if I would consider showing some of my crochet on this channel. And I absolutely would. For those of you who have been with me forever, you'll remember that I started this channel with crochet. I was exclusively crocheting at the time. That's how I started this channel. Candy, you might even want to go back and look at some of those. But I definitely will be showing some crochet in the future on the channel. Let's see. Janet wonders if I'll be showing some Christmas projects. Now, I didn't answer you, Janet, in the comments because I wasn't quite sure how to frame it, but I do not consider myself to be a seasonal stitcher. I stitch what I like. I also, I think because I'm such a slow stitcher as well, and that I have so many whips, I like to stitch on things ahead. You'll see more examples of that in a minute. But I do stitch Christmas all year round. So I do have a couple of Christmas things to share with you today, and I do hope to continue going with that. Let's see. My friend Barbara, you're all my friend. I just always, anyway. I talked about, as you know, I work on a Mirabilia on Monday for Mirror Monday. And Barbara is thinking that she might need a day to just be creative, just like the Mirabilia Monday, and maybe call it Take a Break Tuesday. I think that's a fantastic idea, Barbara. And so I want to thank you guys again for your questions and comments. I really do appreciate them. I try to answer everyone, and I like it that way. So let me go over my stats, my statistics, or as Esther, okay, Esther just changed her channel name. I think she is now Speedy X Stitcher. She used to be the Danish Stitcher. Now she's Speedy X Stitcher. But as Esther would say, Stitchtistics. And yeah, that's not an easy word to say by any stretch of the imagination. So anyway, here's the stats. My last regular Flosstube video was 25 days ago. I stitched for 14 days on 8 projects. And this is very similar to last month. I thought last month that I only stitched for that amount of days, because we had a retreat and so forth, and I did some crocheting. But this month the month of November was not very much different. So, but I have been busy. I have been running around. I have been socializing. And so all of that, of course, takes away from some of your stitching time. So we'll get into the stitching now. And I want to show you my new start that I chose as a result of my mini stash dive. I absolutely enjoy the comments that you guys left for me. Spoiler alert, I did not start Turkish Delight. I know, I probably should have, but that's not what I chose. In fact, the chart that I chose, no one chose that one as a possible start for me. And that's okay. That's okay. I really just enjoyed the process. It was so much fun. And I'm pretty sure that I'll be doing that again. So, okay. Before I show you what I started, I'm sorry. So the way that one of the things that's incorporated in my rotation is that I have to do have to work on X amount of whips before I earn a new start from my stash. So the last time I had to work on 7 whips before I got a new start for my stash. Those 7 whips were, guys, if Thanksgiving had not just come and gone, I probably would scroll photos of these for you, but I'm sorry, I can't do that today. So anyway, the 7 projects I worked on were Kaleidoscope by Backwater Shop, All the Trimmings by Backwater Shop, which is a finish, Roly Poly Santas, which is from a magazine, which technically I could have had a finish, except there are 5 Santas that I want to stitch, and I think I've so far completed 2 of them, and I'm working on the 3rd. Autumn from the Cricket Collection, Feels Like Home from Backwater Shop, Citrus Summer from Backwater Shop, and Flea Market Flowers from Backwater Shop. I worked on all of those 7 in order to earn a new start from my stash. So here is what I chose. Drum roll, please. Spring freebies from Whilst Iris Nips. And I decided to start with the bunnies. And once I do the bunnies, I will stitch the carrots. There are also a couple of other smalls included, and this my friends is a free chart from Whilst Iris Naps from spring of 2021. So you can still get these. And so my philosophy always is, yes, I know Christmas is coming, but guess what? So is spring. So is spring. And so, without further ado, I will show you what I've gotten done. Now, I stitched on this for 2 days, and I'm stitching it on 32 count Lucana Bees Knees by Seraphim Hand-Dyed Fabrics. As soon as I could figure out what the front is, not that it's because my back is so neat or anything, but here is how far I got. Oh my gosh, I love it. And so this particular chart we're calling Bunnies and Hearts because of the heart border, which I absolutely love. And look, it's just so cute. I only have one more bunny to go. There's the little platform or grass or whatever that he sits on. So I love it. I absolutely love it. And as I said, I worked on this for 2 days. And so now it's going to go into the whip pile. Cute, right? I really enjoyed working on it. I love the pattern. I love the fabric. And, you know, when you get the pattern and the fabric and the floss together just the way you want it, it's a happy day. It's a happy day. So let me get my chair situated here so that I have some place to put all my goodies. Okay. As that secondary rotation thing is going on, I'm calling all of those projects focus projects. So that's what we're going to go through now. So now I had to decide, my next, I'll say rotation of whips. So now I need to work on, because I spin everything on a wheel, guys. It's a wheel. I put numbers on the wheel. I spin it to make these choices. So I need to now work on 3 whips, just 3, before I earn the opportunity to have another new start from my stash. And I may just go ahead and share that with you guys, because I just thought that was just so much fun, going through my stash and trying to figure out what was gonna come out and get stitched. So like I said, I have to work on 3 whips now. So the first one that I chose was Christmas Eve by Prairie Schooler. And here, this is what it's gonna look like. Oh, I hope I didn't just show that chart. This is what it's gonna look like when it's done. And you may remember that Deb, hi Deb, I showed you her finish of this a while ago. And what Deb actually did was added 2 more reindeer. Now, I want to do that, but I cannot promise that I have the staying power. I don't know if I have the staying power to do it, because I really, of course, I want to see it finished. And that's just going to like add, so we'll see. I don't know. But definitely I plan to change the words underneath. It now says Noel, Merry Christmas, Peace, Love, Joy. And I do think I want to put something else down there. And so I will insert a photo of what it looked like the last time I shared this with you guys. And here it is now. I don't know how I have these things folded, but I think I'm just trying to protect the stitching. So when I unfold it, I have to like really unfold it. Okay. Here we go. Here's where it is now. What I mostly worked on this time, and it truly may have been the only thing that I worked on, was I went ahead and I put these snowflakes in. Because of, I don't know about you, but as soon as I see snowflakes, I'm like, oh no, I don't want to stitch all those snowflakes. So I'm like, okay, let me just stitch the snowflakes and get them done, at least on this portion of the chart. And I am stitching this on, let's see, what am I stitching it on? I'm stitching it on 16 count Aida in the color Graceful Gray. So I like it. Now I've stitched on it for only one of 3 days that I plan to stitch on it. So you will see this one again. You'll see this one again. All right, so that was Christmas Eve. Can I also put some stitches into Black Belt Sampler by Miriam of Marooney Crafts, who charted this as a result of me making this statement on one of my Flosstubes that I have a black belt in martial arts. And this is what it's going to look like when it's done. But I must also say that Miriam also described how you don't even have to do this much. Like, do as much of it as you want, because the whole point of it is that it's not finished. So, of course, make sure you get the words in. So I thought that was brilliant. I had not thought of that before. And here's a photo of where it was the last time I shared it with you. And here is where it is now. Okay. Oops, let's move the needle minder so you can actually see the stitching. Okay. Today, right? So here's how far I got, because I was anxious to come down the side and go ahead and start getting those words in. I want to get the words in. Please forgive my strings. I'm promising I'm going to deal with that in the near future. But isn't that cute? I love it so much. I'm stitching it on 16 count Touch of Pink Aida with the called for DMC. And I love it. So let's see, what is the status of this? This one, I need to stitch on one more day. And then it's going to go into my normal rotation. So you'll be seeing this one until it's done. That's how this is going to work. All right, so that was Black Belt Sampler by Marumi Designs. Next, I worked on Long Dog Sampler's Saga. And here is what it will look like. Oh boy, is that it? Yeah. Sorry guys, I just have a lot going on here. Okay, here's what it will look like when it's done. It's huge, it's detailed, and I love it. I love it. So I am stitching this. Oh, let me put a photo in of where it was the last time I shared it with you. And I chose to stitch this on 25 count white Lugana 1/1. And I, at first, wasn't sure about whether I liked the way it looked or not. But now I'm kind of getting used to it. And let me show you before I go any further. So here we have my progress. This is my progress. I think I got quite a bit done. This is the very first arch room section. And so I'm just about ready to add some color to this, which is also making me pretty excited about it. Now, I think the page break is somewhere around here. So I decided to stop messing with that for now, because I did have to do a lot of frogging, and just go back over here and get this section done. But it is very small, very cute, very tiny, so detailed, and I think I love it again. So thank you to everyone that encouraged me to just hang in there, and it would probably get better for me, and it did. It has gotten better, and so I love it again. So thank you again for that. Let's see. Saga, I'm going to stitch on for one more day, and then it's going to go back into the rotation. And that means that you will be seeing this until it is completed. Julia, who is the designer, put the date of 2027 on this chart. So I'm calling 2027 my my goal. I forgot to put that away. My goal to finish by 2027. So it's going to be in the rotation for quite some time. So let me put this. I forgot to put my rabbits and hearts photo away. My zipper is sticking a little bit here. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I believe I got this bag from Temu, so. I mean, it didn't break or anything. I'm just saying. It's kind of difficult sometimes. All right. What is next? Haunted Halloween. Haunted Halloween is by Backwater Shop. And this is what it's going to look like when it's done. And of course, I love it because the bat, between the bat and the cat and the fabric, I'm in love. So I did do some more stitching on this since I saw you last, which, by the way, was on Halloween. And, oh, let me put a photo in of where it was the last time I shared it with you. One of these days I'll get okay with this. And this is what it looks like now. So I think I started this over here. I believe it's going to be some kind of a tombstone. I think I started that. And I may have put this star in since the last time. I'm not sure. But in any event, here's where it is now. And so since Halloween is over, I am going to put this back. This is going to go back into the whip pile until it is called the next time. I did a little experiment this year with my whip rotation. Oh, this is I'm stitching this on 14 count Pistachio by Fiber on a Whim. And I'm in love with it. So I did a little experiment where when July came, I decided, well, since we're stitching Christmas in July, let's just try to ramp up stitching on any autumn and Halloween and Christmas projects. And so rather than just like stitching on them for a day at a time, I, tried to stitch on them for several days. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue that tradition next year. I did get a lot of extra, I think, more stitches in doing that on those projects, but you know what? I'm gonna finish. So I'm not quite sure if it's worth it, but I have all the way until next July to figure that out. Okay. The next thing that I worked on was flea market flowers. And this is by Backwater Shop. And this is what it is going to look like when it's done. It's very big. It's a lot of stitching, but I love it. And I'll insert a photo of where it was the last time I shared it with you. And this is where it is now. Yeah, I'm really gonna, I don't know. I never used to fold my projects this way. I don't know what I was thinking. Don't know what I was thinking, but anyway. Here it is now, guys. I'm very pleased. I'm pleased with my progress. Of course, I wish I had gotten more done. But as I said, there's just no way around it. There are a lot of stitches in these flowers. It's just a lot, and you just gotta deal with it. Like if you want to stitch it, which I do. So, there it is. I am stitching this on 25 count Lugana and Barley. And I'm stitching it 2 over 2. I kind of wish that I had started it 1 over 1, but that's okay. And it's really going to be pretty when it's done. And I have ideas about finishing. So whenever that's done, but I just want to show you guys something. This chart also had this floss keeper available, which, I have all of my flosses on it, but I don't know. I just need to say that I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of floss keepers. Although the floss is very neat on here, for some reason, it just kind of annoys me. So, whenever this project is done, I will go ahead and put them on drops. Whatever's left over, I'll just go ahead and put them on drops. But I thought I would point that out to you. I just feel it's kind of more cumbersome than it needs to be. So that was Flea Market Flowers. Then, of course, for Mirror Monday, I worked on Charlotte by Mirabilia. And this is what she's going to look like when she's done. Of course, with the exception of the hair and skin conversion that I did for her. And she's gorgeous, and I love her. And I'll insert a photo here of where it was the last time I shared it with you. And here she is now. I feel like I got a lot done, guys. I feel like I got a lot done. I feel like almost like I'm singing now when I'm stitching this. And so here she is. Ta-da! Oh my God, she's a beauty. So as you can see, I'm still working my way down. The ribbon on her dress is getting a lot of stitches in, And I'm just going to keep working my way down until I'm done with that beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous dress. Oh, I love it so much. And I'm stitching that on 32 count Cecil by Seraphim Fabrics using all of the called for DMCs, of course, except for the hair and skin conversion. And I'm going to continue to work on her on every Monday until she's done. Every Monday that I can. Some Mondays, let me tell you, it's like, you're not stitching today. Okay. Then I also worked on Retreat Queen, which is the exclusive chart that we were given at the Queen City Stitch Retreat. I'll insert a photo here of what it will look like when it's done. And I will then also insert a photo of where it was the last time I shared it with you. And here she is now. So pretty, guys, so pretty. So pretty. Here she is now. I've been working on that skirt. And I'm just going down. I'm just continuing to go down until I have the whole skirt filled in. And of course, as I mentioned on my last video, all of her dress and her skirt are being stitched in silks, and it's divine. It's divine. It's divine. I'm loving my life when I'm stitching on this with those silks. I am totally loving my life. Okay, fabric. The fabric is Grace Notes fabric, 32 count Lugana in the color Nora, which was also hand dyed exclusively for the Queen City Retreat. And I have to say at this juncture, I am so in love with Grace Notes fabrics. I'm in love. So you'll be seeing this again because she is going to stay in rotation until, stay in rotation until she's done. Okay, now, so that's all the stitching that I've done. That's everything that I have worked on. And so that was sort of like a medium number, but I'm just excited that a lot of those have seen their days, and they're ready to either get put back into the whip pile or back into regular rotation, so that the madness, or at least what I consider the madness of this secondary rotation can end. Okay. So now I'm going to share with you some Stitchy kindness and happy mail, which, oh my gosh, you guys, I can't even take it. I can't even take it. The first piece of Stitchy kindness I want to share with you is Just Cross Stitch magazine. Because I was gifted by a viewer who spoils me, Pat M. You know who you are. I was gifted a subscription to Just Cross Stitch magazine for the year. And I could not be more thrilled with this. I could not be more thrilled with this. Thank you so much, Pat, from the bottom of my heart. I don't know if you guys are aware, but starting in January, I think they said starting in January, you will now receive this Halloween special issue as part of your subscription. So my daughter's calling. Hold on. Okay, so I'm back. Everything's fine. We're playing phone tag today. So anyway, the Just Cross Stitch magazine. Like I said, starting in January, your subscription is going to include the Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue and the Just Cross Stitch Christmas issue. If you haven't subscribed and this is something you were thinking about, I think now's the time. Now's the time. And I'm not going to do a flip through, but I just wanted to share with you the first thing that I picked out that I thought that I might use. I'm reading while I'm talking to you. I'm so sorry. That I might stitch, and it's it's called Magical Snowflakes. But there was something about this chart that made me think that maybe not. I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Yeah, I can't remember, but I think it's so cute. Magical Snowflakes. That's adorable. That's adorable. And I might, being who I am and the way that I like to stitch, I might even stitch it on black. So I am so excited about getting this magazine. Thank you, Pat. Thank you. The next thing that I received, oh my gosh, I forgot to show you that Amber of Rogue Mama Stitcher, Amber the Rogue Mama Stitcher here on YouTube, sent me why can't I find my words and figure out what I'm talking about today? She sent me the crystal treasure that I need in order to complete the Retreat Queen. So I don't know if you could see that, but let me put something behind it. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. She sent me the crystal treasure. Oh my gosh. And now I met Amber at the Queen City Stitch Retreat, and I'm so happy to have met you, Amber. And I am very, very happy that you sent me this treasure. Thank you so much. And of course, she included a cute little card with it. Look at how cute. Thank you, Amber, so much. I appreciate it. I really, really do. And so, take a deep breath, because the next one is a lot as well. It's a lot, guys. We have to breathe in between here. Yeah. So, my good friend, Deb N, you know who you are. Same Deb who stitched Christmas Eve, the Prairie Schooler Christmas Eve with the extra reindeer, thought that she would gift me with, maybe you see this. I'm going to try to do this. Don't laugh at me if I drop it. It's going to hurt my feelings. Anyway. Victoria Clayton Silks. Oh my gosh, guys. Can you see how many? She threw in an NPI, but she just thought that she would send me a collection of silks. I don't have words because thank you doesn't even cut it. So I am currently looking around, looking around my house and looking around when I go to the stores for a cute container that I could put these in. I just want to show you the variegation in this. That is just gorgeous. Vicki Clayton. And this is called Mystery. I'm looking for something cute to store these in because generally I like to put things away out of sight. I want to look at these. I want to look at them and have them at my fingertips anytime I feel like I want to substitute a silk into a project. That's how I feel like I want to roll with that. I couldn't be happier to have a good starting collection of silks. Now that I have had the opportunity to stitch with silks and I love them, this is a great gift, and I thank you so much for your generosity. It means everything. It means everything. And let me show you the card that she sent me as well. And it says, I choose joy. That's cute. That's pretty. I love it so much. I love it so much. Okay. So, that was the Stitchy Kindness and the Happy Mail. So, I want to share with you a free download. And I will tell you that this free download is... I only knew about this free download because I was watching Kenzie at Mud Puppy Stitchery. If you're not watching Kenzie at Mud Puppy Stitchery, you need to go over and give her a look. Especially if you are an animal lover. She does some great work, some great charts, and gives a great talk about animals on her Flosstubes. So if you're at all interested in any of that, and she does beautiful stitching, go give her a look. I will link her below in the comments. No, not in the comments. In the description box, I will link Kenzie. So anyway, she talked about this freebie called Reindeer and Friends from Twin Peak Primitives. And I love it because I absolutely love reindeer and I want to stitch a whole bunch of them. And so I printed this out. Now, please forgive my printer because, I only changed the ink when it's kind of dying of drought. But just for an example, this was stitched on, this is what's represented here is 16 count gray Ada. Okay, we can see that's not gray and we have stripes. But the point is, go to Twin Peak Primitives, go to their freebie section, and download this cute reindeer. Okay. What else? All right. I did make some investments in my future stitching happiness. And the first thing that I want to share with you is not the first thing that I have on the table. Oh, wait. Oh, guys, what am I going to do with my life? I can't even read my own notes. Even read my own notes. In fact, I don't even know where. Okay. Before we talk about, forgive me. Before we talk about investments, let's talk about what's new at Backwater Shop. Okay? Shall we? Yes, we shall. So the first packet of goodies that I want to share with you contains number 10 of 12 of the Chicken Club penny. Then we have Fall Harvest, which is a chart from the Backwater Shop Stitch Quarterly. And I want to just let you know that I have this chart all kitted up, and I'm actually going to start this soon. Even though it's a fall chart, I'm going to start it soon because I want to get it started so that it has a chance of being finished by next fall. So this is Fall Harvest. This is new. We have a quilt pattern called Alpine Blooms. Very pretty. Here's what it looks like in full. Alpine Blooms. And also the October Stackables with the cute little scarecrow. These Stackables are just such a great collection, I think. And then we have Celebrate with Quilts, the book by Lisa Alexander and Susan Aki. Hope you didn't hear me burp, but if you did, excuse me. This, this book is, it's a treasure. It's a treasure. There are so many, like, totally gorgeous quilts in this book. And this book is available now. As I said, it's called Celebrate with Quilts. Okay, so that is the first batch of things that I wanted to share with you guys from the Fat Quarter Shop. I'm trying really hard to stop shaking this table. Excuse me, it's not working. So I should just come on and say, okay, now we're gonna sit here and talk and shake the table. Or maybe I could learn to not do it. One or the other. One or the other. I just want to put this back in here because there is so much stuff. Because I have another package of goodies to show you from Fat Quarter Shop. This one, I think this one just came in yesterday. I think I just got this yesterday. Pretty sure. So, what is in here is number 11 of 12, Chicken Club Pearl. So, this series is almost done. Then we have this gorgeous quilt pattern, Millie's Dresses. That is so gorgeous. And then we have a few more quilt patterns here. We have 2x2. We have dewdrops. Look at that quilt. That is so nice. Dewdrops. We have do-si-do. And we have the November Stackables. Again, what a great series. That's a great series. So thank you so much, Kimberly and team from Fat Quarter Shop, for constantly and consistently making these beautiful items available to us. Thank you for sending them to me so that I can share them with my viewers. Thank you so much. And so now I'm going to put this one away as well. And now we're going to talk about my investments in my future stitching happiness. Let's talk about that. Okay. So much going on. I need a bigger table. No, I don't. So I ordered and received I kit it up, Going to Grandma's, which is a stitch along that I'm going to be participating in with many of the members of Table 4 at the Queen City Stitch Retreat. And I don't want to forget anybody's name, so I'm going to put links to their channels below. I can try. Let's see, we have Sarah from Memphis, Sarah E. We have Amber, Rogue Mama Stitcher. We have... That's why I didn't want to get started. I'm going to put them all down in the description box. So we are going to start December 1st. We are going to start Praiseworthy Stitches Going to Grandma's. Okay. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I am very excited to join in on this. And I decided to stitch mine on 32 count Lugana Silvery Moon, which I'm not sure I really want to take it out of the package, but that's what it looks like. And I got all of the flosses. And if you remember, I almost always order my floss in double. I want one for my project, at least one for my project and one for my stash. So I got all of the DMCs to go with this. So that is one thing that I got. Then we were in Target the other night, you know, poking around the Christmas stuff. And my daughter and granddaughter found this beautiful ornament, and they were like, oh, you have got to buy that. This has to be on your tree. And I'm so glad that they did, because I love it. Will you look at that? Scissors and a pin cushion. Of course that has to go on my tree. So I loved it. It was only $5 in Target. So there's that. Let's see. Did I buy anything else? I don't think I really bought anything else, guys. That was it. That was enough. That was enough. Oh yeah, I did. I went ahead and purchased the Modern Folk Embroidery Stitch Along for 2024. And this is what it's going to look like. I'm very excited about this. I am so excited to start this. And so what I decided was I'm going to stitch it on this Grace Notes 32 count Lugana called Trent. It's sort of a grayish green. All right, so I want to stitch it on this. And I originally thought I wanted to stitch it with black and ecru. One reason being, I have a ton of ecru floss that I've had my eye on, saying, hey, you know, I should stitch a monochromatic project with all of that ecru. And I downloaded it to Pattern Keeper already. So that's good to go. That's all ready to go. Except I'm looking at the picture. I'm not sure where I'm going to put the green and where I'm going to put not the green, where I'm going to put the black and where I'm going to put the ecru. Because on this, you can see everything that is on here that is white is the fabric. I'm gonna have to think. I have until January 1st to think about it. I can always change my mind, but right now that's what I'm choosing. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. If something jumped out at you, let me know. But that's the plan for now. Okay, now let me talk about giveaway winners. Last time I was giving away a quilt pattern. Sorry for the crinkling and etc. I was giving away a couple of quilt patterns actually. I was giving away the Amaryllis quilt pattern and Luminaries. And the winner of this is none other than Dawn from Enchanting Stitching. Dawn, just give me a heads up that you watch this video and that you know you're the winner of the quilts, and I'll get them in the mail to you. I was also giving away Lady Claus, which is from a former Fat Quarter Shop Stitch Quarterly. And I was pairing this with the Unstitcher. And the winner of this is Mary Mullen. Congratulations, Mary. Send me an email so that I can get this into the mail to you as soon as possible. Congratulations. So, of course, I have another giveaway this week. Let me just get it together here. There's a lot of stuff to keep under control, guys. So, I think this is it. Let's see. Yep, this is it. This is it, guys. So, please be a subscriber. Please be over the age of 18. Please be in the United States of America. If you are wanting to enter these giveaways. I appreciate you guys, and I just want you to have fun, and I love, love, love sending these packages out to you. So, the first thing that I'm giving away this week is 2 cross-stitch charts. The first one is Florence, who is number 2 of 12 of the Chicken Club. Florence, right? And February Stackables. Yes, because what did I say? Spring is coming, February is coming, Valentine's Day is coming. So, if you want the cross-stitch charts, please use the word heart. H-E-A-R-T, heart. Okay? And I'm also giving away an entire quilt bundle. I may throw a couple of other quilt related things into this bundle. I'm not sure yet. Depends on how, frazzled I am at the time. But here's what's included in the quilt bundle. We have this quilt pattern, Frisia. we have another quilt pattern, Autumn Skies. Another quilt pattern, Home Again. This is the vintage 2-color quilt. And last but not least, I thought about this for a long time, guys, to see whether this was something that I wanted to gift to one of you or that I wanted to keep for myself. And I decided to gift it to one of you. And it is the Summer Memories book by Susan Aki, which contains both quilting and cross stitch. But I wanted to give it to one of my quilters, and so I've decided to include it in this bundle. And as you see at the back, it says, "Let's talk cross stitch." This was a hard one, and I really want you to have it. So if you are interested in receiving the quilt bundle, we'll make it easy for you. Simply use the word quilt in your comment. And I'm going to use the YouTube random comment picker to choose a winner. And good luck, guys. I can't wait to see who gets these. I can't wait to see that. All right. So, that felt like a lot. That felt like a lot. So, one of the things, let's talk about what I have coming up. What I'm planning. What are my plans coming up? I did not finish kitting, and I did not start Red from Mirabilia as I had originally planned to do. But trust to believe, she is still standing. She's on standby as something that I do want to quit. No, not quit. That I do want to kit and get started sooner rather than later. So I did not get that done, so that might happen. We'll see. That might happen. I'm going to definitely start going to Grandma's house by Praiseworthy Stitches with Table 4 on December 1st. I'm going to decorate for Christmas. Hopefully, one day next week, I'll be able to go ahead and pull out my tree. I did decide to put the tree up. I'm going to put it up in here in the craft room so that when I'm not in here, I can close the door and I don't have to worry about Angel destroying my life. And I plan to come back with my next Flosstube video in 2 weeks. So I really hope you guys enjoy your stitching time. The holidays are coming. Don't forget to breathe. But my words of inspiration for you this week are: every storm runs out of rain. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. And until next time, don't forget to have fun and enjoy your life. Bye.